Hello, this is my car configurator project which I created in a single day. So as you can see, on the top left corner you can see the car specification. This is our main car. These are the modification, basic color modification, and this is the base price. So let's try to modify its color, and I'll set its color to green. As you can see, the base price has not increased yet. We have to select accept, and then the price will increase. So yes, so now the price has gone up to 4,700. So for example, we have multiple different cars as well. Just to show you quickly, so I have these 5 cars, and yeah, so this is basically it. I'll show the blueprint to you and how I implemented all the stuff. So I've created a widget blueprint here. So to make things easy, you can see this is how my widget and UI will be looking. So let's begin here. So I'll start with on click button left, on click button right. So what are on click button left and what are on click button right? Those are basically this two buttons. This is a button right and this is button left. So what will happen if I click the button left? So if I click the button left, basically I want to go to the previous car. If I click the button right, I want to go to the next car. So for that purpose, I have to set the index value of that car. So here all the car are given their own specific index. For example, the default car has been given the index of 0. The next car is given the index of 1, 2, 3, and 4, so on. So each car has an index. So by default, when we start the program, when we start the function, the default car index 0 is shown on the screen, right? So if we hit right, we want the car index to be incremented by 1, as you can see here, and we want to choose the minimum value between 1 and 4, so that if the value at some point goes over 4, we don't wanna increment it towards more than 4, so we'll clamp it at 4. That's why this meant. So assume that we are at the fourth car, and we are trying to hit the right button, right? So we don't want it to increment to 5 and then there is no car on the index 5, right? So there can be an there will be an error. So we are clamping the value to 4, and this is how we are setting. After setting the value of the index, I'm changing the car mesh. I'll show this function later on. Here the new car mesh will be applied and you'll see the new car being imported onto your screen. After here the new car is imported, you can see the text is taking a p-value. P-value is nothing but the price which is associated with each car, right? So we need to also change the price for each car. So let's just say here, as you can see, I am setting the text value of that price uh, to 4500 for index value 0. As you can see, I'm taking the current index. For index 0, my value of base value of my car will be 4500 before modification, right? So these are all the values before modification for the car indexes. And basically I am sending all these values and printing it out on the screen. As you can see, I'm showing it do once because after you can modify it many times, but the price will only be increased one, because at the end whatever you want you will be only paying for uh, modifying it once. So that's why it's just one modification here. To change the color and other functions, we have here three different sliders: red, green, and here is a blue, right? So red, green, and blue sliders. Uh, I have got the sliders here. I'm getting their values from get value function for all three of them and sending those values to change vehicle car, right? Because I want to change the color of that vehicle depending on the value of the sliders of R, G, and B, right? So I'm taking their values, sending into my vehicle car. From here, I'll show you how the vehicle car function runs. So yeah, vehicle car function in here is just basically calling change color function, and also passing on the values of RG and B, which we got from the previous code, right? So here the change color function will be called, which will set, as you can see, the code will go here, and it will set the material to the current index value, right? We want to check the material for the new car as well. So when we go to set, you can see it is getting the material of the current index car, right? So this is where it is getting the material of that current car, and after getting that value we are creating its dynamic material instance, right? And then we, after getting the material dynamic instance, we are setting the vector parameter value for this. Whatever value we got, we want the changes to be done according to RG and B value, right? So dynamic instance will be affected by the values of RG and B, and finally we'll set the values for it. So this is how the car is changing its color. Thank you.